and she does presentations and speeches all the time, but this is the first time she's on stage in her home country, Sweden. She is Vice President for Business Development for Protel, and she has more than 18 years of experience in hospitality technology from international leading companies such as Micros and Oracle. So listen very carefully, because this is experience talking. She's going to talk about what's hot and what's useful today in technology. Please welcome Linda Wallner. I need the starting button thing. Right, so hello everyone. I'm very happy to be I'm very happy to be here today. Like you heard, I'm Swedish, and it's the first time I speak in my own home country. So I'm very excited about that. Like Eric from Oki said this morning, Peshakusha is quite hard. And while I'm Swedish, I spent many years living in Denmark. And as you all know, the Danish are quite obnoxious, and they don't like to follow rules. So it's a big challenge for me, just like for Eric, to follow these rules of Peshakusha. But I will do my best today. My presentations, it has started already. I was gonna press the button, right, when we started. Yeah, I had this. Okay. So, my Peshakusha is about how we as a PMS vendor approach new technology, how we assess it, and how we decide to implement it, if at all. So, med mitt svenska hjärta och min danske rebelske själ. Let's see if I can do this. Let's go. Oh, it starts already all the time. See, it must be a Danish one controlling this one. Okay, now, here we go. So, when we attend conferences all over the world, no matter where it is, if it's in China, in Asia, in the Americas, in the Middle East, or in Europe, there's always very many inspiring and exciting presentations about new technologies. We also get inspired in this, and we love to go into the deeper level to evaluate if this is actually useful. Have we stopped the presentation over here? Yeah, for sure. This is not 20 seconds. Could you relaunch it maybe, please? Okay, whatever. Right, so the inspiring views that we see, we go into the detail, we assess. You look at things like, for example, blockchain. Blockchain was one of the hottest topics in every hospitality technology agenda for the last 3 to 5 years. But if you look at reality, there's no large-scale blockchain project deployed in our industry. That doesn't mean that it's bad, that it's not useful technology. It certainly is. Cryptocurrency we're all familiar with. But it is about going into the detail, right? And understanding how we can make technology useful for our customers. When we go into this, the first thing that we do is to start the research, right? We look at other industries where this technology might have been used already. We look at what our customers are doing, what their strategy is. The next step is to follow 3 very important questions. The first question that we would always ask is if this technology at all is mature. Does this technology work? We have 14,000 hotels running a Protel PMS worldwide, and there's no way that we can risk implementing technology that simply doesn't work yet. The second question that we would ask is if it is useful. Does it actually solve any problem at all, right? We care about our customers. We want to deploy technology that helps them be more efficient, that helps them make more revenue. If the answer to this question is yes, we will go to the next step, the last question, which is it affordable? Is the cost of this technology affordable for us as a vendor? And is it affordable and valuable for the customers that also will pay for it? So looking at the use case that we have identified, comparing it with the cost is what will determine if we will proceed with that development project. We're going to look at some examples that are out there of new technology. We're going to start with robots. Robots been around for a long time, many years. Everybody gets very excited, right? There's no technology conference without a little robot running around. There was a little pepper there. There's some robot delivering towels. There's another robot clearing plates from a table in the restaurant. Is this useful? Is this solving problems? This hotel in Japan was entirely run by robots almost. About 12 months ago, they fired about 100 of their robots because it was just too creepy, right? If you look at this lady, that's a robot. So she was too human, so that was a bit creepy. I don't think I need to comment on the other robots' creepiness, right? From us, robots, very cool, a lot of fun, but not very useful. And if you really think about it, how many customers would enjoy being walked to the room like this? Not yet. Exciting technology, I'm sure it's going to come from our perspective. We're going to leave it a little bit for now. The next technology I want to talk about is facial recognition, and I love it. This is amazing. Imagine you can scan the lobby of all the faces, and when the guest comes to the counter, you're like, "Hi, Bob, I'm so happy to see you," because it flashed in front of my desk. Amazing, right? The service that we can give. But we're a German company, the heart of GDPR. Yeah? There is a minefield of problems with facial recognition. Just think about, how do we reach consent from the people to take a scanning of their face? Where do we store that image? In which country do we store that image? There are so many challenges still to overcome. Think about kids, right? You're scanning the lobby. What about children? How do children give their consent? The privacy issues, very problematic. But like I said, we can't wait. It's definitely hot, but we need to solve a few things before we can implement this. The last one is voice recognition. Voice recognition is used already widely in many people's homes, right? When there are conferences and in our industry, we always talk about using it for the guest. Should we put an Alexa in the room? Should there be a Google Assistant? All that stuff. Again, let's think about privacy. What do people do in hotels, right? They have affairs, they get married, and they even die, right? There's been a lot of stormy waters of these listening devices, yeah? But we like it a lot, and the technology is quite mature. So we thought, let's forget about the guest for now, and let's think about the employee. Because voice recognition can be used to the advantage of the employee, right? He can interact with his software. If I am a maid, for example, and I'm speaking Polish or Mandarin or whatever, I can speak into my PMS software. It can translate, I can say the room is clean in Mandarin, it translates into English into the software. If I'm a GM, I can speak to a guest in the breakfast room, and I might want to say, you know, make a note, put some nice flowers in this room or whatever. And we are so excited to be the first one that have implemented voice recognition in our PMS, because this made sense. This is new technology, it works as good as it works. I guess most people here, I hope, have some kind of voice recognition, be it Siri or Alexa, whatever. Perhaps most important is to get ready for tomorrow, right? We talked about these 3 different types of technologies now, but what's next? None of us know. So preparing the architecture and the environment that we have for integrating to whatever is going to come is probably the best thing that we can do right now. And with that, I want to say thank you.
Mange tak, Linda. Jeg er nemlig også der.
Oh, perfect. I'm going to give this to my boss, because I've been trying to teach the German and Swedish for years already. So I'll start with this. Thank you very much.
Mange tak. See, there you go.